Hey guys, this is Mr. Bailey. I want to share with you a potential project we might do in class. That's a really big might right now. I'm just not sure. In fact, I just finished this wood project that you see on your screen just a little while ago. Idea I got from seeing something else, and it looks like it could work. It would be a lot of work for you on the miter saw, and we'd have to be really careful with stain, but it is a potential project. Today I want you to go ahead and draw it out on SketchUp, and we'll show you how to do that. So if you notice here, it's lots of little blocks here, lots of little squares. There's actually 256 of them, 16 going up and down and 16 going across. And we're making, I call it an 8-bit image. It's not truly defined as that, but basically if you think about your old video games, you might see, think about Mario when he was way back in the day and how he was kind of blocky. That's the kind of images we're looking at. And so it is blocky on purpose. And we take those blocks and put them together to make an image. And so I'm going to show you how to get that started in SketchUp. So we want to draw a block out. So we just grab and draw a square. Make sure you're in woodworking inches. We're going to draw a 1x1 square. So I'm going to type in 1, comma 1 and hit enter, and remember it gets real small, so we can click on this magnifying glass right here and it'll bring it to us. Sometimes it brings it a little bit too big, and then we'll get our push pull tool and bring this up, and our thickness is going to be or height here is going to be a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to type in 0.5 and enter, and this is our basic building block here. So just like we did with the cube puzzle, we need now to make this into a component. So remember to do that, we're going to triple click it to select it all, do a right click and make it into a component. It is so important, as some of you figured out with the cube puzzle, that you make sure this is a component before you move to the next step. One way to check to see if it's a component is to take your paint bucket and color it. And when you color it, still had white. When you color it, if it colors the whole piece there, all of it at one time, then you know you have a component. If it only covers one surface of it, the surface that you clicked on, then it is not a component, and you need to fix that before you move on to the next steps. So make sure it's a component. We'll change this back to white. And now it's just a matter of copying and pasting. Copying and pasting 256 times, believe it or not. And I know that sounds like a lot, but once you get going, it actually moves pretty quickly. It does take a few minutes, but you can do it. So I'm going to click on this to select it. I'm going to hold Control down and push C to copy, and then Control and V to paste. And I'll just put it right beside the next one, and I'll keep on going. And so you need to make a row of 16. And basically what I'm doing is I got one hand on the mouse and one hand on the keyboard, and I just keep hitting Control V and putting these down. If you don't move your mouse around a whole lot and just move it forward or in the direction that the line's going, then it pretty much stays where it should, and you can easily put it down. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need 2 more. Sometimes you just need to reposition these things so you can see it. And Control V. I don't need to hit Control C anymore because it knows what I've got copied. So there goes my row of 16. I think I'm going to turn it around this way and zoom in a little bit. And now I'll start back here at the back. Sometimes getting that first one in can be a little challenging. In fact, I'm going to put this one down and then move it to the corner. But once you get that first one in, then the rest of them usually pop right in. Of course, now I said that, these are not. So maybe I just need to change my angle a little bit. There we go. And now I'm going to the outsides of these, so that makes it a lot easier. So changing the angle that you're looking at it can help. And again, just dragging this so you can see it good. And you just keep on going. And so I need 16 of these going across. I don't think you want to look at me do 16 of these going across. So let's see what we have here. I've already got one that's already made. In fact, I was playing with the colors a little while ago. And so if I turn this, you can see it looks like a board there. And it's got all the pieces there, 256. So your next step is to simply take color and start putting this in to make an image. You say, well, how in the world do I do that, and what am I aiming for here? One thing you might want to do is just search for 8-bit images. That kind of gives you some images and a good idea. You probably will see a lot of Mario and those types of things from old games. You don't have to make Mario though. You don't have to make any of those things. You can come up with your own design. But you may want to search on the internet just to see. So for example, to be honest with you, I found this Mario image. I was looking for Mario on purpose, and I actually found this. It was already in 16 by 16 that someone had put up on the internet, and so I just literally copied this. I didn't put all the colors that you see here though, because I was going for browns. If we do this, we're going to stain it, and most stain comes in variations of brown, and so we got to think about what browns would fit with what colors, or would replace which colors. And so as I did this, just to show you real quick, I thought, well, I'll take this and I'll make this just natural wood on the outside. And so I chose kind of a natural wood color, and I started coloring this in. Choose the top view so I see it straight on. And so I said, okay, 2 here, and then I got 3 going across, and then 4 going across, and I just started filling it in. And then like for the shoe there, I thought, okay, that looks pretty much like this color here. And so I'll start filling that shoe in. 4 across, and then 3 across, and so forth. And the blue, I had to choose a whole different color brown. Of course, there's not a blue brown, really, and so, or blue color stain that is in the brown family. And so I just chose a whole different color for that. I started looking at my colors. I said, okay, his mustache here will be the darkest brown I can find, or almost a black, really. And there goes some more browns there that you can see. And then for like his red here, there are some stains that are kind of a reddish color, and so that's what I chose for his hat and his shirt. And so that's going to be probably the biggest challenge after you get this drawn out, is figuring out colors in the brown family that will work and replace the colors that you might see in a picture. So again, you can make anything you want. Of course, it's not against school rules. Another example that I have here is a wolf that I did, and I think I'm going to make this one at some point as well. This has kind of turned out pretty cool. This particular picture was actually 32 by 32, and so I couldn't use it exactly as it was, but I just used that picture that I saw on the internet as a guide, and I kind of condensed it down and made it my own and divided some things in half, but then sometimes I had to just kind of do it myself, figure out and kind of just design it yourself. You may be looking at something, but you have to change that design in order to fit what we have here. And so I thought that turned out pretty decent, and I think I'll make that sometime. So that's what we're going for. 8-bit image. If you search 8-bit image or 16-bit images, you'll get some ideas. And again, you can do anything you want. Another idea I had, I like NC State, is doing that NC State symbol where it has the big S and the N and the C on the inside. I think that would be pretty cool to do. Again, it could be anything you want. Again, within reason, within school rules, no profanity or anything of that sort. It could be words too. So think about what you might want to do, and you may have to take some time to figure that out. And then once you figure that out, you start converting colors over to families of brown and start filling it in. If you get done really quickly, you got some more time left, go ahead and make another one. Try a different one out, because you may find that you do something else and you like it better. Here goes a trick. Make sure you save what you have. You say, gosh, I really like this. Save it. Save it, save it, save it. Then come in here and you can select the whole thing and make it white again. And then go to File and Save As. File and Save As, and save it as something different. Save it as something different. Please make sure you do that so you don't save over top of some work, some good work that you've already done, and then you can color it again without having to go back and rebuild this whole grid again. So have fun with this, and remember that's our end project there, and maybe we'll get to do that during this semester. We'll see. And so have fun with it, and make it good.